Hey guys, Anders here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a lot of the new breaking news regarding Battlefield 2042 Season 2 and the changes that come with it. I was debating making just one full video to cover everything, but honestly, there's too much to talk about, so I'm going to try to split this up into multiple videos over a couple-day period because I feel that'll allow me to elaborate a little better on all the changes. So for this video, I'm going to talk about the developer talk video that Battlefield released. If you didn't see it, I will link it in the description. And don't worry, I'm fully aware that there's a ton of stuff to go over, and I will be covering it in later videos. So if you would like to see those videos, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Over 70% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you want to keep up to date with Battlefield 2042 and what's going on, this is the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button. And again, thank you so much for hitting almost 30,000 subs. That's absolutely nuts. But without further ado, let's just straight into the developer talk. So they talk about these four main traits in the developer video: core gameplay, maps, experiences, and modes, and new content. And of course, with all of this comes information about Season 2 and even Season 3 regarding the very first thing they talk about in the video, being the hot topic of Specialist. So it's taken them roughly a year, but they've decided to actually group Specialist for Season 3 into the class system. They then show an image as to how they think they will group classes together. Assault will consist of McKay, Sundance, and Dozer. Recon will consist of Pike, Casper, Rao. Support will consist of Falk, Angel, and the new Specialist coming in Season 2. And Engineer will consist of Irish, Boris, and Liss. The class system in this game will work a little differently than before because the weapons will not be restricted between classes, but the class system coming in Season 3 does introduce very important gameplay implications because they are restricting gadgets between classes. This is absolutely massive for the readability of gameplay, and it should have been done sooner than later. But at least we're going to get it in Season 3, and this honestly should be a step in the right direction. But I do have to point out just some slight concerns I have with the Assault class in particular regarding the way they restricted gadgets. So the way they set up Assault's default gadget is going to be the med pen, and the other gadgets they actually have to choose between are very effective. You can run McKay with C5, his grapple hook, and the med pen all at the same time. So I have a feeling Assault is going to be easily the strongest class in the entire game, but we'll have to see. Now, moving on to some of the things we will actually be receiving in Season 2 very soon, they're introducing a core gameplay mechanic called Vault Weapons. Vault Weapons is moving portal weapons from Portal into the base game, and they didn't mention this specifically, but I actually wonder if they're going to have to rebalance every single portal weapon they move over from Portal into the base game. Are they going to allow attachments from Battlefield 2042 to be put on the new portal weapons? So there's a lot of unanswered questions regarding to this, but there are some really cool things coming. We're getting the Battlefield 3 M16A3, the M60E4 light machine gun, a new sidearm which they didn't specify, and these three weapons will be immediately available for unlock via an assignment as soon as Battlefield 2042 Season 2 releases. But surprisingly enough, that isn't all the weapons we're getting in Battlefield 2042 Season 2. We're actually getting three more weapons later on in the season, namely the P90, the AKS-74U, and the M98B sniper rifle. So we're actually getting 6 total weapons in Battlefield 2042 Season 2, which is 4 more than Season 1. So overall, 6 new weapons. That's definitely better than Season 1, and more along the lines of what we should have been getting. Moving along to the map section of this developer talk, they start talking about the renewal reworks and actually the new orbital rework that I don't believe we heard about before, but honestly my brain is fried, so maybe we did hear about it. But at any rate, we'll be able to play the new renewal rework in September, hopefully as soon as Season 2 releases. And I'm going to be honest, the new map reworks do look pretty good. In general, the terrain of renewal is the big problem, as well as the lack of cover in some of the points, and they did say they're reworking this for both Conquest and Breakthrough. They also mentioned that the orbital rework will be playable in October. And taking a look at the orbital rework footage that they teased in the video here, it does look as though that orbital definitely underwent the most changes, because they pretty much just removed like 2 points and then made a new point in the mountains, and they changed the whole tunnel area. They added new ways to get inside of the tunnel, new exits, new entrances. So Orbital should play significantly differently depending on if they change the layout significantly, which I do think they will, seeing as they did remove 2 points. And just the last thing I want to take away from the map section here, listen to what this developer says about the maps moving forward and what they did with exposure.
We are committed to continuing to bring further launch map updates in future seasons too. As you saw with exposure in Season 1, we've been working to ensure that you don't face the same issues with our new maps that you did at launch.
The point she makes about making sure the new maps don't echo the same problems that we experienced with the base game maps is definitely the correct mindset you need to take here. You need to avoid making the same mistakes at all costs, so you don't have to waste development time redoing maps that you already made. And the same developer goes on to make another interesting statement right at the end of the developer talk regarding the content of future seasons. She states that the future seasons will contain, quote, similar amounts of content so that they can focus on the quality of it. So they seem to be taking a quality over quantity approach to things. That being said, I do think the majority of the community will agree with me when I say one map per season is still really not acceptable, even if you're redoing existing maps. But speaking of the new map, they do actually show a little sneak peek of it right at the end here with the screenshot, and they do show that little, I think, 6 or 7 second gameplay sneak peek of the inside of the boat. People are making jokes about this and saying that, oh my god, it looks like Discarded 2.0, but I do think it will be a overall far smaller map layout than Discarded, and it should play a little faster paced, but we'll just have to see how it plays. The outer area of this map looks, again, like the newer map terrain layouts that they're trying to apply to Renewal and Orbital. A little more hilly, a little rockier. The terrain just seems to be a little more undulated and usable for actual gameplay while moving around. And again, we'll just have to see how this plays. The crate area inside the boat kind of scares me because look at the amount of areas you can get up on here. McKays are going to be pretty meta in this area, even more than they are already. And good luck finding a spawn beacon in this boat. But overall, with the Battlefield 2042 developer talk, I do think some of the things that they do here are absolutely steps in the right direction. In my opinion, it just still confuses me to this day how some of this stuff wasn't considered before release or done before release. I don't understand how they just released the game without grouping specialists into a class system already, and it took them a year to do it. The new map seems interesting. We'll have to see how it plays. The map reworks definitely look like there'll be improvements. The increased amount of weapons, even if they are from Portal to the base game, is definitely welcomed. And yeah, this just generally looks like a decent step in the right direction, but it could be too little too late. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will be covering, obviously, all the stuff going on with Battlefield 2042. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button and follow me on Twitch. I will be obviously streaming all of this stuff when it comes out. I stream every single day. It's free to follow. First link in the description. And join the Discord if you want to discuss this stuff. We have channels that are dedicated to it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.